The past 2 decades, Mahoning County has offered its mental health court diversion program to help rehabilitate people in crisis rather than send them through the traditional criminal justice process. Now, the city of Youngstown is getting its own mental health diversion program for its municipal court. Here to talk about the program is Judge Renee Disalvo. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So a program like this already exists on the county level. Why was there a need or a desire to have this on the city level? What inspired it?
Well, we see an awful lot of individuals coming into the court that are suffering from mental illness. And we seem to be using the jail as a means of their treatment. And we can't do that anymore. So the need has been great. I've actually been entertaining and kind of working on this for the past 4 years, and have finally joined hands with the Attorney General's task force on competency and probate, as well as the mental health and criminal justice task force. And we are trying to get collaboration throughout the community to start our diversion program.
How would the court work? What sort of cases would it handle, and who's eligible?
This would be misdemeanor cases, those with serious mental illness. That's how the diversion program at front would work. And what happens is 911 is called. It's a little bit different. The treatment starts at the front end instead of the back end. So 911 is called. Trained officers, individual officers are called to the scene. They're able to assess to see whether or not this is a criminal, a criminal mental illness situation, or whether it's just a mental illness. And then we go from there. If there's a crime attached to the mental illness, charges are filed, the individual gets assessed, and if they volunteer for the program to get into the program, they are diverted from the jail directly to a crisis intervention step down where they get stabilized, and then they get into the program. They are assigned a peer support and wraparound community service so that we can get them stabilized and as independent as possible. The program is slated to last about a year. So it's a little bit different because the treatment's on the front end. They don't sit in jail and wait for a bed to open or for treatment or for a pretrial to occur. It happens at the front end. So they'll either be assessed right then and there at the point of contact with the 911, or once they're brought into the jail, they'll be assessed right then and then diverted. So it's saving really the community an awful lot of money. It's getting individuals the help that they need, and it's just all around making our area safer and getting the treatment for these people that really, really need it.
How quickly do you think you could have this program in place?
Not quick, not soon enough.
Right.
Not soon enough. So if we can be up and going within a year or less, I would be very, very pleased. But we're going to need to get all the players involved. This is going to happen. Communication is going to have to be very key. We may have to implement some statutory changes. So we actually do have Senator Catrona, Representative McNally involved in this process as well, in case there's certain things that we have to change in the statute or administrative code. We'll have to go through the proper channels for that. So we have the Attorney General's task force involved, the Mahoning County Mental Health Board's involved. All the players will be at this May 2nd meeting. So it's actually going to be the first time I think that we're going to have this group of people actually sitting down to address this problem.
Well, here's hoping everything that can come together really quickly. Judge Renee Disalvo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.